who have been asking me what exactly is escrow services. An escrow service provider, also known as the escrow agent, like Zedlocker, is a third party or a middleman. So let's say you want to buy a laptop from somebody that is far away from your city, or somebody you don't know or you don't trust, or for some reasons you don't think this person is going to deliver just what they promised that they were going to deliver to you. What do you do? In that case, you suggest to the seller that why don't we use an escrow service provider such as Zedlocker? Because with Zedlocker, you can protect your fund, and of course, the seller can also protect their product by ensuring that you've paid for the item before they start delivering it to you. So if the seller agrees, you or the seller writes the description of the laptop, the color, the size, the make, the product, the type. Is it brand new? Is it fairly used and all of that? Does it have any particular scratch somewhere? All of these things have to be shown in the contract description. After which both of you would have to agree to the contract on Zlocker platform, which you can see where you can create a free account or log into the account. All right. So upon agreement, the seller can now make payment to the buyer, sorry, can now make payment to the escrow company, not to the seller. But the payment is made on behalf of the seller to the escrow company. So the escrow company contacts the seller and then informs him or her to go and deliver the item because the buyer has now made payment. Upon delivery, the buyer inspects the item at the park where there are other witnesses. And upon confirmation that everything is okay, the buyer will now release payment to the seller. With just a click, you release payment to the seller, and the seller will get their full money into their account. So this protects the buyer and the seller from potential scam. You cannot run away with the seller's items because the company has their money. And you cannot ship to the buyer without confirming that they have the money and they are willing to pay for the product or the services. The same way, the seller can no longer cheat you by shipping something that is different from what you agreed, or not shipping anything and running away with your money. Why? Because you haven't really paid into their own account. You only paid into a middle person's account pending when they deliver as agreed. When you use escrow services, you protect yourself from every form of online scam and you stay safer. Use zlocker.com to create your free escrow account.